What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I gotta organize my couch. I gotta organize the couch, so I gotta do a lot of folding and stuff, as y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm transitioning and shit like that. Getting out of this space, moving into a different space, and shit like that. But it's early and shit like that, so we can do a folding stream. We can do a folding stream and shit like that. We can do a folding stream and shit like that. I woke up this morning. You know what I'm saying? Fed my kids and things. I wrote down some astrology and stuff. No, it's 0 degrees. It's 0 degrees Scorpio right now. You know what I'm saying? So welcome to Scorpio season. Shit like that. And I'm just having the most funniest realization. Cause y'all yo, we gotta create a new challenge. Like this the new TikTok challenge. You know, like how well can you be throughout your life? Like how spiritual can you be? Like we should start giving spiritual awards. Like you know what I'm saying? Not up to them. You know what I'm saying? But we should just start giving spiritual awards and shit. You know what I'm saying? For people that actually can build community and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Not just for themselves, not just for their legacy, but for multiple people, multiple individuals involved. For multiple individuals involved, I'm saying we might have to just start giving awards and things. But I'm starting to get it though. I'm start. I'm starting to get it, y'all. Look, maybe it's just Scorpio season, you know, and snake season and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? Shedding dead weight, shedding dead skin and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shedding, going within and shit like that, going to connect to my inner truth and shit. And I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see. Shout out to the government. It's because I'm thinking it's just like, damn, humans do be going too far. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to wake up. It ain't even that want to wake up. But it seems like that. It do seem like that. It seems like y'all want to wake up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all just be going too far. So it's like I'm starting to think like they just like a lot of these programs is because of y'all. Because you know what I'm saying? Like it's because of y'all. It's because of that's what y'all like. You know what I'm saying? They made these programs for y'all because y'all they people. So you might not be a black person that got the Indian spirit or nothing like that. You might be like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to see like all of these things, jail and shit like that. They made these things for y'all, not anybody in the chat specifically, but you know we just talking out and directly to the these types of people that injure this thing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to go to jail, then just don't go to jail. You feel me? If you don't want to be in a mental hospital, just don't be in a mental hospital. You know what I'm saying? But I get it, y'all. They people. Y'all don't got no culture behind y'all, so y'all since they came over here and created this and created, you know what I'm saying, and created this little situation and birthed a lot of y'all out of their head again based upon them creating the idea on how to structure society based upon them killing a lot of Indians, but them still needing slaves, so them giving y'all crutches for y'all to have. And these programs that they created, like jail, like the mental hospital, like uh, what else? You know, all of these little programs, you needing a job, you know what I'm saying? That's they doing that. That's I mean, it's their problem. You know what I'm saying? Is they created the problem, so they got to create a solution. But they made that for y'all though. You know what I'm saying? They made that for y'all. Y'all they people. So y'all cling to these things low key, and y'all don't even know that's be the direction y'all going in. You cling to it, and it start early with a character. You feel me? Like the character be the first starting thing that you cling to, but you don't want to let that go based upon whatever situation or pride you in or something like that. But they make these things for y'all. They make them for y'all. So of course, if you don't got no culture, you gonna join a gang and stuff like that. You don't got no background. You know what I'm saying? You don't got no pride about yourself. Your pride is how you move and shit like that. Ain't no uh, gang member ever intimidate me. Intimidate me. We was all cool and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I ain't never had problems with gang members. And if I did, you know what I'm saying, I done went upside their motherfucking head and that was it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they knew early, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They knew I wasn't I had my own thing. So we that's what I'm starting to see. I'm starting to realize is y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. I ain't online trying to be no let's wake up the people and shit like that. Them ain't my people. I got my people with me, but the people that y'all think I'm trying to be online and wake up, I'm not trying to wake up nobody and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no reason to. Like y'all, the people that's already in those programs going to hell is part of their people. It's part of, you know what I'm saying? The person that ain't that is just gonna be what they is. And I ain't saying it ain't just about going to jail. Sometimes you gotta go to jail. Like some people smart to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about on an average individual. Like if you just dumb and you're not going to jail for a reason. Some people go to jail and be like, man, I'm gonna do these 2 years and get out and bring back 10 million. You know what I'm saying? You could say that would be smart. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about, just like, but it's just so we got this thing where black people, because they came up through their system, they like to push their culture off on other people. Like, yeah, this is what you supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? No, that's what your master put on you, not on anybody else. Your master put that on you to do that. So you think in your mind, this is what you supposed to be doing, type shit. You know what I'm saying? And you pushing that off on another individual, self-reflecting like this is something you supposed to be into. No, that's you and your master. That's who you getting that from. They made these things for y'all. Y'all don't know how to think when you don't got a degree or when you don't got a, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how to think when you don't got a job. Y'all don't know how to think, you know what I'm saying, when you don't got a plan. Y'all don't know how to think when you don't got a game. When you don't, you around a bunch of street niggas. So y'all need them programs. Y'all don't know how to think for and build your own mind and shit like that. So you need a mental hospital. Y'all don't know how to stop overeating. So you need they pills and stuff like that. And 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 yeah, you need they pills and medicine and shit like that to keep you alive. That's y'all. Y'all don't know how to think. So I'm starting to see like it's only certain people here that don't think like that because they, you know what I'm saying, Grand Star Nation or something like that. You know, they're part of they part of Soul Group or something like that. But and Soul Group not even a real thing. I don't think so. But it is too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about in the sense of like people online joining it or something like that. But they part of, you know what I'm saying? It's only certain people that know how to think. They don't know how to think without being black. You know what I'm saying? White boy give you that or whatever that title. Y'all don't know how to think without these things. So it's crutches. The thing is though, y'all gotta stop coming online and throwing that onto others like, no, you just preaching your religion. You get what I'm saying? You just preaching your religion. So that's why people just be silent when y'all come around and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's why. It ain't nothing else. So even if that's on a mission, don't be on a mission to wake people up. Like that's not a real mission because a lot of these people are they people. You know what I'm saying? They engineer. And don't even take the business person. You know what I'm saying? Don't even take the business side personal because it's already their programs. They didn't already came over here and did what they did to Native Americans. So obviously they built more of the, they bullied their way into more infrastructure. Not even bully. I don't even like saying that way, but they dishonorably put themselves in a position of having infrastructure, right, and stuff like that. So their programs is to control their masses of people. Their masses of people. It's more of them than it is people that, like I said, that don't need these programs, especially within their system. So you know what I'm saying? Um, thinking you need these, thinking you finna wake these people up or something. You know what I'm saying? You might be on a blank mission. You know what I'm saying? These people need these programs. So, like I was saying, oh, that's what I was saying. In the business side, like, don't even get that they are creating these things for their demons, and we just gonna say demons mean, you know, like little henchmen that do their dirty work. They create this shit for their people. It ain't for you to get offended by it. You know what I'm saying? For you to take it like, oh, they doing this to all of us. They doing it to me. No, they're doing it for their people. The government don't listen to y'all. The government don't respond to y'all, and the government don't take y'all serious. They only care about them and their people, all the way down to their slaves and shit like that. Because they know they're gonna be overly money hungry, right? And then they know they're gonna develop thoughts and feelings where they're gonna start going too far, fucking over their family members, fucking over their friends, fucking over their, you know what I'm saying, situation, fucking over their, you know. And this is not just for black people, this is for all humans too. Because it's about a money spell, and everybody over here, even shit, all types of foreigners coming over here getting down with the get down. Don't give a fuck about a Native American. Default racism. But what I was saying is though, um, yeah, these programs is for them and shit like that. So you don't get mad if you not in business. You know what I'm saying? Just do you and shit like that. That's the thing. A lot of y'all don't just know how to live a simple general life. You know what I'm saying? Build a family, build a foundation. Yeah, you got to get through the hurdles and stuff like that and make it work and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But all of y'all ain't gotta be dumbass rich or nothing like that. I ain't saying be broke. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying try to live nice as possible. But everybody on this rat race to be a billionaire or something like that, you don't even know what that come with. You know what I'm saying? Look at Kanye. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what that you don't know what this shit come with, being one of they puppets. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all don't know how to live no simple general shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be the human's downfall. But it ain't about waking nothing up. These programs is for them. They made it for them. If that wasn't the case, it wouldn't be it wouldn't be people living and dying to the death with that shit on their mind and their heart. That's them. That's what they live by. You know what I'm saying? They just need to know stop. It's other people that's here that's not black. And stop throwing that shit off on others. Yeah, we might got mixed up, you know what I'm saying, within the system and shit. You know, and we got little genetic, intricacies and shit like that. But they just need to know stop throwing y'all shit off on y'all. That's between you and your slave master. You know what I'm saying? What they told you to do. That's their programs that they created for y'all. That's the programs that they created for y'all. You know what I'm saying? See, he preaching. That's what I'm saying. Look at this person. Look, they creating psyops right here and stuff like that. That's for y'all. That's y'all religion and stuff like that. And everybody don't do that. That's why it's Chinese people that don't give a fuck about that narrative. You know what I'm saying? Just because we on American soil and shit like that, don't mean we gotta we gotta all mix in under one type of thing. America ain't even about that. America is Native Americans and white boys. That's what this land built off of. There's just less of us in a program system and on their screens. That's all it is. That don't mean we not here. So that's y'all. That's y'all religion and shit like that. I don't even know a white person that come across doing religion like black people and shit like that. Everybody got their own different shit. You know what I'm saying? Native Americans, they got their spirituality, bitch. Don't be coming over here preaching that Jesus Christ shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody real in here and shit like that. You know. Okay. That's why I only deal with real people. And shit, like I said, people like her is the people that need it. She one of their people. She one of the, that's a prime example of what I mean. She's one of their people. You know what I'm saying? She just a version of you gotta be lost type shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be lost. That person, this person right here, Brianna Holmes, that's one of their people. But yeah, that's what y'all need to know. They created these shits for y'all. Y'all need a crutch like religion. Because y'all don't know how to think. Y'all need this is for y'all. Y'all are engineered under their concept. It's it's not that's not the only people that's here. You know? And as long as we get that good, we can live in peace and harmony and shit like that. Get that part good. You know what I'm saying? But I just started to see, oh, they created these things for y'all. They created this shit for y'all. I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see. Mental hospitals for people with mental issues. Jail for people that don't mind their business. Not getting attention from people that don't deserve it. Bro, I don't know what to do, man. Like, I don't know what to say, man. So stick to y'all programs, man. Stick to your programs. So that's what this unveiling of. Even though they trying to make a psyop of the Indian shit and whatever, because they know some of y'all gonna jump in it. They got to create their own version for it. They know some of y'all gonna jump in it and stuff like. They all. I get it. They just trying to control y'all, themselves basically, because y'all are part of them. I get it. I get it. I get it. Man, y'all. What a morning. Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? Scorpio season. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start seeing behind the scenes of things, you know what I'm saying? Things that's secret, you know what I'm saying? Things that's hidden. You may start realizing a lot of things that's in the dark. Uh, you know, um, but you know, we all gonna go through emotional transformation and things, and we all gotta transform our emotions. We gotta transform our thoughts right now. Mercury is in Scorpio. We're going through a transformation with our thoughts right now. We're going through a transformation with um, our actions and our passions. You know what I'm saying? So we can know if with the passion that we got, the anger and that we directing it towards, is that right? You know what I'm saying? Or Mercury, are we thinking about something the right way? Or the sun, are we seeing things the right way? You know what I'm saying? And the moon, if we're in the right world about it, are we responding to the right thing? So that's what we're going through, a very deep transformation right now. And you know, you want to take this transformation. So just like you see Scorpio, you get that in Chicago. I like, you know, because we live out of water, so we experience like the transitions a little bit more intensely. But you know, like today is the first day of Scorpio, 0 degrees. So we experiencing a little bit more chilling, you know, wind where it start to get that moist, cold type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how Scorpio is too, where Libra, we started to see the leaves fall. You know what I'm saying? So we started to get the information and shit like that. A new thought of the sun about to die, aka, hey, you know, summertime is over. Now we finna go into the fall. Now we in the middle of Scorpio, where we starting to get a little bit of that, you know, that moist cold and shit like that. So we don't want to go outside and shit like that. It's actually colder, so we want to be in more internal. Now Scorpio is a water sign, so that already deals with internal and putting you into your inner world and shit like that. So you see the synchronicities between the mental aspect of what you can tell about the seasons based upon what the astrology and the Native Americans left here and taught, you know what I'm saying, white boy and them and shit like that. They start throwing satellites up there and calling it their own names and positions. But, you know, the energy still stands, you know, within the world. You know what I'm saying? Within truth and shit like that. And you can't get rid of common sense and things, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, That's why we still here and things. As long as we here, we gonna always bring that energy. And then we gonna go into Sagittarius season next. You know what I'm saying? Where um, we're gonna start to get that stinging cold. You know what I'm saying? That stinging cold, aka that's when we get stung and shit like that. We start to really experience the sting on a physical level and shit, and go into that mutable fire where we start separating and shit like that and things. Death of summer, hey, we gotta go into winter. Hey, fuck it, we gotta be optimistic and go get through this shit type shit. That's what Sagittarius is and shit. But yeah, I'm starting to see, man. I'm starting to see. Shout out to the government. Shout out to the government. I see. Ain't nobody got nothing intelligent to say. Everybody chilling and shit. Mm-hmm. All right. It's Kelsito, the spirit coach. Getting you shape and form for Age of Aquarius. Yet again, get your ass in the game.